All right, here we are in the shop. Sitting next to me is my wife Mona. This is the first time I'm introducing to her. We have some really exciting news. We're about to take our first journey to potentially get a Jeep. I don't want to say too much that we're going to get one or not, but this could be the Jeep that we're going to use in the channel, which is going to be pretty cool. How do you feel about it?
Really excited, and I'm really nervous because we have a long journey.
Yeah, so we live in Colorado and we are flying to Vegas, and then we are going to be renting a car and driving to Pacoima, California. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be driving a 1988 Jeep Wrangler, really cool YJ Jeep, back home, and we're looking really forward to this. We have a Subaru right now, and we use that to get out to fishing spots and to see the cool sights in Colorado and other awesome places like Utah and New Mexico and other places like that. Like, I've used my Subaru on a million night photography trips and camping trips and things like that. And Colorado has some mountain roads that old Susie the Subaru can't handle quite much like a Jeep can. And some of those fishing spots are just, they're way out there and beyond our Subaru's reach. So this Jeep is going to be like one for like going to places like Moab and, you know, other places. Moab is like the king of off-roading, so like that's the one place you want to take it. But we're looking forward to potentially taking this thing like a bunch of places. What are you looking forward about having a Jeep?
Well, exactly the same thing. So we took our poor old Subaru that's about 20 years old up Mountain Pass, Continental Divide, last year?
Yeah.
And she did great. We put a 2-inch lift on her just so we could do it, and she did good, but it took us 4 hours to go about 8 miles.
13 miles.
Okay, yeah. And he rubbed a hole in his pants because of the seatbelt, so much jiggling, and that was enough for me to go, I don't know if the Subaru is the right vehicle for us where we want to go. And then it was all our friends Dave's fault.
Yeah.
He took us out on his Jeep in Moab, and then I was sold. I was like, we need a Jeep.
Yeah, we have a friend. He has a really amazing JK. It's called Rhino. It's got a sweet lift. It sits on 33s. It has the most insane articulation you'll ever see. It's actually in the introductory video. It's the black Jeep that you see with Patagonias on it. We went on a trip with Moab. He let Mona drive for the first time, rock crawling on fins and things. I got to do Hell's Revenge. I've had Jeeps in the past. I've had a couple of CJs when I was a younger man, and I got to tell you, he did the thing that drug dealers do, and he gave us the first one free, and we are getting a Jeep now so we can have those fun experiences as well. So we're getting on an airplane tomorrow at like 8:30, hopefully. Fingers crossed everything goes okay. By the time you see this video, we will either have the Jeep or not have the Jeep. So hopefully this is just a fun little preamble to a really exciting adventure that awaits us. So are you ready to go?
Let's go. Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
travel.
All right. We'll see you at the airport. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the rental car. So we've landed in Las Vegas and we're now driving to Pacoima, California. We're in a little traffic, so I figured I'd give everybody an update. This is going to be a crazy trip. It's going to be full of adventure. It's just started. We had a little bit of a delay on the plane, but We're on the highway now, moving at a snail's pace towards LA, and hopefully there's a Jeep at the end of this road. What's up, everybody? Guess what I'm driving? If you couldn't tell by the hood, you're gonna know here in just a couple of seconds. Me and Mona did a crazy trip. I should have documented more than I did, but we're gonna show you something cool that's gonna be a big part of the channel, and I'm really excited about it. Really, really excited. So stay tuned. I should probably keep my eyes on the road. Alright, I told you I'd stop and pull over and show everybody what's going on. This is our new Jeep. Mona and I, we've been wanting a Jeep for a long time, and this is the one we got. It's a 1988 YJ. It's got a 4.2 in it. Here, I'll show you. Still carbureted. At some point, we are definitely going to put a fuel injection system in it. But as of now, it's got a carburetor. It's pretty much bone stock. We're really excited. I got a lot of work to figure out, how to make this thing run really good. He's kind of sputtering a little bit today, but that's okay. But as far as an 88 Jeep goes, this thing is solid. It's only got 140,000 miles on it. We got it in California. So here's the story. We flew to Vegas, got a rental car, drove 5 hours to Pacoima, California, looked over the Jeep, took it on a test drive, made a gambler's decision that we wanted it for sure, and then we drove this Jeep from Pacoima, California all the way back to Denver, Colorado, which was frightening. We went over Vail Pass, we went through the Eisenhower Tunnel, we climbed Baker Mountain in California. If you've never done that climb from California to Vegas, it's a bear, let me tell you. And the Jeep did really well. Like, it struggled in some spots, but overall this Jeep did really well, and I'm really excited about it. We definitely have some stuff to work out. Like, if you can get under there and get a shot, those aren't leaf springs anymore. Those are anything but leaf springs. So we definitely need to put new springs, some new tires, and definitely got to start going through the engine to figure out, how to make this thing run really reliable and also be a good off-road vehicle, because there are a lot of lakes in Colorado that you can't get to with a Subaru, and so that's what this thing's all about. I like to fish for cutthroat trout, and they're above 10,000 feet, so this is really exciting. All right, Miss Mona, what do you think about the new Jeep that we dove into?
I'm not gonna lie, it was a terrifying ride from California to Colorado. It was a lot of fun and a lot of nervousness, and we made it, so I'm real proud of him. Todd forgot to mention his name. Should we mention his name?
Yeah, tell everybody.
All right. this is Steve, but not just Steve. He's Cutthroat Steve, because he's going to take us to all of the cutthroats in Colorado, which we can't get to in our Subaru, and we've tried, and now we can. And Todd's going to put a lot of work into this, I know, and whew, I'm just glad we made it here. We have some adventure stories, and we have some clips without sound. Usually, it was pretty windy. It was brutal.
We did a lot of B-roll, didn't we?
A lot of B-roll. I got to drive the entire state of Utah. I was real proud of that, though. Todd gave me my first driving lesson on Steve in the heart of Cedar City at lunchtime. People are honking at me. People are pissed off. I'm killing it in the middle of the road. We made it out, got on the highway, chugging along, 80 mile an hour speed limit. We're going about 55.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
I would have to say there were moments in Utah, actually, where I was driving and we were just cruising, you know. He was doing great. We were making good time. The land was beautiful, and at that moment I realized I felt like, oh, I'm finally doing the thing that I said I wanted to do when I was a kid, which is like just go travel and go places people can't go, and go see things and go look at nature. And this vehicle is going to be able to do it for us. We've tried with our Subaru, and we've got a lot of cool places, but I felt at that moment like I'm finally doing, you know, I've dreamed about having an Airstream or, you know, other things, but I felt in that moment like, hey, I'm finally doing the thing I said I was going to do as a grown-up.
So you glad you bought a Jeep in California and drove it to Denver?
Yeah. I think buying a Jeep in, you know, down the road in Colorado wouldn't have been as much fun as driving it back in California.
All right, we're gonna give you a little walk around to Steve. It's in really good shape. Like, the grill is in amazing shape. The front fenders are in good shape. Front bumper, all that stuff is in really good shape. We did a Carfax. There's no, it wasn't in any major accidents. It's got the standard oxidized on the hood, but who doesn't love a little patina? The windshield is probably the worst spot. We got a little cancer in the windshield, but that's not a problem. You know, there's tons of replacement parts for Jeeps, and if we have to get a new windshield, so be it. But this may be a good foray into us trying body work and seeing if this is salvageable. Windshield wipers don't work. We got to get them figured out, but everything else is like really straight. The doors are really straight. The only real problem, like dent-wise with the vehicle, is this little fender bender right here. And it didn't even, like, the paint isn't even rusted. It's just gonna take maybe a little massaging to get that pulled back out and get some fresh paint on it. The top is in pretty good shape. It's got like some little, you know, nicks and wear and stuff like that, but the hatch still works perfect. The tailgate works really good. You know, the hatch works. We got to get a back seat for it, but the interior is in great shape. All the gauges work. We're really excited. This is going to be a fun project for the channel. So, yeah. So, this is Steve. We welcome you to come along and enjoy the journey with us. I'm gonna probably make, I don't know. I'm gonna make some fun choices. We're gonna do some cool stuff to this. We got a lot of work to do, but the bones and the foundation are awesome, and I'm really excited. I got some friends that have Jeeps, and they're really excited too. So I can't wait to introduce them on the channel. And so in the meantime, welcome Steve to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.